Oops. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I am here again, and we are going to be looking at more examples on simple equations. Okay, more examples on simple equations. So we are going to say this: solve the following. Solve the following. I already told you what solve means in mathematics. Solve often says that you should find the value of the unknown. Okay, so I have those following questions. 2x equals 4. Alright, then I have 5x plus 10 equals 35 equals 35. Then I have 11a minus 4 equals 40. Then I'll also say x over 4 plus 1 equals 3. X over 4 plus 1 equals 3. Now, by the time I'm done solving these equations, I will also write out some equations that you should be able to work on. You should be able to actually work on, because this is like a foundation. It prepares you to be able to solve anything. Just watch the idea with which I'm going to do. Of course, number one, I believe you should have already been able to do this if you've been following the series. Okay, so let's say we have 2x equals to 4. Okay, so 2x is a multiplication, so we have 2 times x equals 4. Alright, so what do we do now to this? We divide both sides by 2. Okay, we divide both sides by 2. So once that division is done, 2 divided by 2 is 1. 1 times x will be left with x equals 4 divided by 2 is what? 2. So that means that x value here is 2. When you multiply 2 times 2, you get 4. Simple. Okay, so let's go to this one. Here we have 5x plus 10 equals 35, right? Okay, so remember that we have met a case like this. Let's say x plus 10 equals 35. You would have known what to do because we have done an example like this. But let's say this now: 5x plus 10 equals 35. So what do we do? First, excuse me. Right here we have that 10 we are trying to make this x, the unknown, to stand alone, because by the time the unknown is successfully standing alone, whatever is on the other hand, on the right hand side, will be its value. Okay, so this is going to be, first of all, we are going to say subtract 10 from both sides. Now, why are we even subtracting 10 from both sides? Why are we subtracting 10 from both sides? Because first of all, 10 is connected to these guys by addition. Okay, so the only way we can remove 10 is by subtracting it, right? Good. So this is now going to become 5x plus 10 minus 10 equals 35 minus 10. Okay, so this now becomes 10 minus 10 is actually 0. Is 0. So we have 5x, 10 minus 10 is 0, equals 35 minus 10 will give us 25. Now, since we are at this point where we have 5x equals to 25, that is simply saying that 5 times x is equals to 25. So if we divide both sides by 5, divide both sides by 5. By 5, we are going to have 5 divided by 5 here is 1. 1 times x, we have x, equals 25 divided by 5 is 5. So that's the solution, and that's that. We are done. Okay, I'll wipe this off because you can actually go back if you need it. Okay, so the next one here is 11a. 11a minus 4 equals 40. Alright, so remember we are looking at how we can make a to stand alone. So if we are to make a to stand alone, what should we do to the 4 that's here in the first place? So this is going to become so what we are going to do is we are going to add 4 to both sides. Now while we are adding 4 in this case, in the other case we subtracted. The reason for the addition here is because we have a negative sign here, so we add to remove it, to counter it, to neutralize it. Okay, it's just like if you have less salt in a soup or less spice in a soup that you're preparing, what do? You add to it to neutralize it, to make the taste to balance. Alright, so that's just what we just did here. So this is going to be 11a minus 4 plus 4 equals 40 plus 4. You grab. So minus 4 plus 4 is actually what? 0. Okay, so we'll be left with 11a equals 40 plus 4 is what? 44. So at this point, what do? We divide both sides by 11. So this will be 11a divided by 11 equals to 44 divided by 11. So by the time we carry out this division, once we carry out this division, 11 will cancel 11. So we'll be left with a equals 44 divided by 11 will give us 4. Alright, so that's just what we have here. The next one is that other guy there, the fourth problem. Okay, here we have Ivy. So we have x over 4 plus 1 equals 3. X over 4 plus 1 equals 3. This is simple as well. Okay, so all we just need to do is we need to get rid of this one so that we can get access to the x. So what do? This will now become x over 4 plus 1 minus 1. So we are subtracting, right? Yes, because that 1 is there by addition. So we have 3 minus 1 here as well. Okay, so once we do that, we are going to be left with x over 4 equals, because 1 minus 1 is 0, equals 3 minus 1, which is what? 2. So what do we now do? We multiply both sides by 4. So this is going to be 4 times x over 4 equals 2 times 4. So 4 cancels 4. We'll be left with x equals 2 times 4, which is what? 8. So that's what we have. As x, the answer. So this is simple. It lays a foundation for many of the problems that you would want to solve on simple equations. Thank you.